virtual camper van travelling again. The third landlocked county of this week. We're going to go to Berkshire, which is another one of the home counties. Pronounced Berkshire, but actually spelled Berkshire. So if you've ever seen it written down, you might have thought it was Berkshire, but it's actually pronounced Berkshire. It is about 100 miles to the county town of Berkshire, which is Reading. So you know where we roughly are. So you kind of have to head south, and then if you were driving it, you'd probably go anti-clockwise on the M25. And it would take probably a couple of hours because you've got that heavy volume of traffic again, trying to get around the capital city. So the County of Berkshire was recognised as the Royal County of Berkshire in 1957 by the Queen because of the presence of Windsor Castle, which is in Berkshire. And I know that when I was a little girl, Windsor Castle just looks from the outside and from a distance like you think a castle should look, like the castles that you see in fairy tale stories. The Queen spends a lot of time at Windsor Castle. And one fact that I read on the internet said that Windsor Castle is often called the largest inhabited castle in the world. Well, I don't know if that's true, but it says it's definitely the largest inhabited castle in England. If it's inhabited, that means somebody lives there throughout the year. Windsor Castle itself dates all the way back to William the Conqueror. So if you remember when we talked about East Sussex, the Battle of Hastings in 1066, William the Conqueror then became King of England. And not too long after that, in the sort of 1070s AD, he chose the site of Windsor Castle for a fortress, and the first part of the castle was built. Obviously, it's been added to over the years, and one claim that I read about Windsor Castle, and again, I don't know if this is true, it says that after centuries of alterations, the castle contains approximately 1,000 rooms, which is phenomenal. Around the castle, you also have really beautiful parklands. So you have Windsor Great Park, which is a royal park which is more than 2,000 hectares in size. It's got a deer park, and I have read from more than one person claims that some people have seen members of the royal family driving around the Great Park, which just seems odd because you never think about the Queen driving, but I know that she is able to, and some people have seen her doing it. Okay, some facts about the county. The world's biggest lion lives in Berkshire. When I read that, I thought, wow, no way. Where? Which zoo? No, it's kind of like a fun claim to fame for people that live in Berkshire. It's a colossal cast iron statue of a lion that's in Forbury Gardens in Reading. Remember, Reading is the county town. This huge lion was created to commemorate the deaths of quite a lot of British soldiers who died in the 19th century in the Second Anglo-Afghan War, so a war quite a long time ago. But it also, I realised that the lion features on Reading Football Club's crest on their kit. Another Berkshire fact, the River Thames, as it gets ever closer to London, runs along the northern boundary of Berkshire. We keep hearing the River Thames in lots of counties. We did Kentucky Fried Chicken when we went to Lancashire. If you remember, it was the first one was in Preston. So now I've got another food-related fact. The first Little Chef restaurant opened in Oxford Road in Reading in 1958. Maidenhead apparently is home to the widest brick arch bridge in the world. And finally, I bet loads of you have been to Berkshire and you didn't even realise. If you've been to Legoland, then you've been to Berkshire, because Legoland is really close to Windsor. Next time we will do some coastal counties again. We're going to head to the north of the country again, and we're going to go to North Yorkshire. I'll see you soon. Keep safe.